On Rule 62. You may hear this in the rooms, and sometimes people are like, "What's Rule 62?" Just don't take yourself so damn seriously. We are not a glum lot. Um, I don't know about anybody else that's in recovery, but me personally, I didn't get clean and sober to be fucking miserable. You know, you got to learn to have fun. You can't just sit around and be miserable. Um, sort of like what I was talking about yesterday. You have to experience sobriety. Uh, you'll walk in when you're new, you go to these meetings, you hear people laughing and joking, um, and you think to yourself, how can they be, alcoholic like me? Because I can't find anything funny or I can't find anything to, enjoy. Um, that's part of the disease, and that's part of getting clean and sober. When you're in that lowest point that you can get to, and you've made that decision that I've got to do something else. And then you've become willing to listen to some suggestions. You know, you also start to awaken to other things around you. You find that there is joy in life. You find that you can laugh at things. I laugh all the fucking time. My wife could tell you we laugh, we crack each other up. And if nobody else thinks we're funny, we think we're fucking funny. But so when you start going around the rooms and you're a little bit miserable or withdrawn, you gravitate towards those people that you hear that are laughing and joking. When you walk in the meetings, show up early, stay late. Um, Sometimes the best part of the meetings or the best meetings are the meeting before the meeting or the meeting after the meeting. So if you get there early, you don't necessarily have to participate in talking with people because you don't know them or whatever, the reason, but you can listen and you can hear the things they're talking about and you can hear what they're laughing about. And 9 times out of 10, if you hear people laughing at an AA meeting, it's not necessarily because somebody just told a joke. It's because they're talking about daily life experiences, things that happen day to day to all of us. You know, um, you can suddenly find joy in those things as you get a clear head and you get away from, your active addiction. So if you come early, sit near those people that are laughing and joking, soak up what they're talking about, you know, find the people in the program that have what you want. All of us want to be happy. All of us, want to be away from the misery, whatever it is that's part of your disease that, you know, you feel is what makes you drink. Um, I mean, for me, there was a lot of things that happened in my youth. Um, that I used as my excuses for my bad behavior. And then as I got sober and got into the program more, I realized that that wasn't the case. That is, it's a disease that I have, mind, body, and soul. So, if you get there early and you start listening to people, then you start seeing or hearing sobriety that, hey, that's what I want in my life. You slowly start talking to those people, and eventually you'll suddenly realize that, hey, wait, I'm laughing and joking, and realizing that life is a good time. I'm not taking myself so damn seriously. Rule 62. But the other important thing to remember is as you gain time and you mark 24 hours, and you get a few 24 hours under your belt, and you've now progressed from that miserable place that you were in when you first came in to a place of serenity. you know don't forget the newcomer. Take the newcomer along for the ride. Remember, when you see a newcomer walk in, that what they're feeling. You've experienced it. you know Addiction is not something that therapy or counseling or anything else can help. You can't psychoanalyze alcoholism and fix it. I deal with a psychiatrist and I deal with a therapist. They are both very aware of my addiction, and we talk about it, and They're both very happy with where I'm at in my sobriety. But as far as trying to treat anything with my sobriety, they don't even attempt to. They understand that I work a program. Um, and they know they can't fix that. There are things that happened to me as a child that are still there, that still weigh on my mind and still come back sometimes in replay that I work on with my therapist and my psychiatrist, but and like I said yesterday in the video, you have to experience this. So, you've experienced sadness, sorrow, uh, being defeated, being at the complete bottom of where you can be, and then you start to open up and you start to blossom, if you will, in this program. So then now, as time goes by, and I pray that everybody that tries this thing gets it. Unfortunately, not everybody does. But just hold on to that fact that you know what it feels like. You're more uniquely qualified to work with somebody walking through that door for the first time than somebody that's gone to college and has PhDs and master's degrees and bachelor's degrees and all these things. You are uniquely qualified to work with another addict. It's something that it's a gift that you have. So, but when you work with that new person, remember Rule 62. It doesn't always have to be, so serious. Yes, this is life and death. I've said it many times. For me, to pick up a drink is to die. So it is serious to me, and I take it very seriously. And, you know, the whole sarcastic and sober premise came from the fact that, you know, I'm a pretty straightforward guy. I'm very sarcastic. I laugh at everything in life. I try to find the humor in any situation, and I truly mean any situation. I will try to find humor in it because that's my coping mechanism. So the whole sarcastic and sober thing is built around me, the fact that I am that person. So I do take, things pretty serious and I can be a little over the top on some things, but I also love to laugh and have fun. And I would rather see a smile on your face when you're new than to see that misery that you're in continue. I do absorb something from your misery when you come in and you're new, in the sense that it reminds me of where I used to be. So it helps me to stay sober. It keeps me present. It 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 helps me live in the now. So when I see that in a new person, it reminds me of where I used to be. But I do my best to make that person smile or laugh, just even if it's just for a fleeting moment. you know um and like I said in the beginning of this, we are not a glum lot. We have fun, we laugh, we joke. I personally don't go to the AA dances or the parties or stuff like that because I work a really crazy schedule and I just don't have time. um that's another reason why I started doing this, is because I just don't have a lot of time uh to do outside things because of my work schedule. Hopefully here in the future, I'm working on something that may free up some of my time and change my schedule around, and then I would be able to do some of the things, because there's conferences that I would like to go to. I want to go to Akron and Founders Day. Um, but for now, working with people in the program, talking to people and doing this is, the best service work that I can do at this point. And like I said, this might not be service work at all. It might not be helping anybody but me. But the bottom line is that's what I'm fucking trying to do, is, help myself. And in turn, hopefully help somebody else. So just remember, Rule 62, don't take yourself so serious. You know, life is, hard enough. We don't need to make it harder. So, and remember, we must experience this thing called sobriety. We must experience being clean. It's not a learned habit. It is an experience that we cannot miss. Love y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye.